All right, let's roll.
All righty. All right, everyone, welcome to Testing Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get started. We are working off of this worksheet today. I just put a link in the chat. We are working off of the testing branch, and we are also using an updated, as of last night, version of RDoctor. So first thing, please make sure you have updated to the latest version of RDoctor, that is version 0.3.3. If you don't update, you'll see as soon as you start that you're behind and be asked to update. So do that first, be proactive. Also make sure you are using the correct version of RNode. We are working off of a get hash that is 02, C as in Charlie, E as in Edward. So you want to make sure that all of those things are happening for you. The goal of today is to recreate our unknown bug. It's an error we've seen when a new so a node, there's a node on the network, and that node wants to become a validator. It goes through the bonding process. Everything appears to be good, looks bonded, and then the validating node tries to make its first proposal, and it gets an error with the word unknown. And so we're trying to recreate that, and I think we will have time to attempt to recreate that in 2 different scenarios today. So ready here means you have updated RDoctor, you have the correct version of RNode running, and you can go ahead and connect to the network and start to catch up. As of right now, we are at block 20. And so it would be helpful for me to know when you have caught up, because that would be the time that you should start the bonding process. And I can share my screen.
I just got my first node. So it took about 2 minutes to get the first block.
Really?
Yes, pretty slow.
That is pretty slow. Where are you running? Are you running on hardware? Are you running in the cloud?
In the cloud, in the data center. Now block 3. So just
okay.
First block was very slow.
Is that first one? Interesting. Hey there, Joshy. Hey, Will.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Hello, everybody.
Hey there. So if you're just joining, I can put the link to the worksheet in the chat again. We're working off of the testing branch today. Our goal is to recreate an issue related to newly bonded validators. It's important that you update to RDoctor version 0.3.3. And what's happening right now is you should be updating RDoctor, making sure you have the correct version of RNode installed, and then you can go ahead and start running against the testnet and start to catch up to the state, which as of right now has 22 blocks. Nice, Paolo. All right, so Paolo, if you're there, you can start the bonding process, and you'll want to deploy your contracts to me. Here is my IP address. Did someone bring up a node and then kill it? All right, Paolo, I just am proposing. It's going to take some time. And there you go. So your forwarder in here. Was that you again, Paolo? Okay. All right. So Paolo, your bond should be completed as of this block. And if you're working to catch up.
I've sent my deploy.
Okay.
Should we send deploy and bond files in different blocks?
That's my understanding, that you do the forwarder first and the bond second.
Waiting for deploy to be proposed in a block.
Okay, so that's me. All right.
Okay.
All right, so if you just deployed, here's the block. Oops. And looks like you just deployed again. Excellent, Paolo. All right. Moment of truth.
Can I deploy anything, or should I use the dupe or whatever else?
Why don't you use the dupe? So if you just deployed to me, here's the block that you're looking for.
Deployed bond.
Okay. So you'll notice that I'm calling propose and then it takes some time. Oh, hey team. Ignorable equivocation.
Kelly, I have 62 blocks. Can I try bonding?
You can, except Kent and Dom. I just was proposing someone who was deploying to me and got an invalid block.
Oh, I just want to ask you on which node should I connect?
Oh, to me. I'll put the IP address in the chat.
Oh, okay, thanks.
62 blocks.
62. No.
26.
26. There you go.
Okay.
Did you restart your node, Kelly?
I did not. You'll notice what I've been doing is a fairly successful round of proposals as helping people propose their deployments to support bonding. And on this particular one, I got the invalid block.
Yeah, that's interesting. Could be a bug, but
Oh, Paolo. Dom, Paolo got it.
was that the bug?
That's the bug.
That's the bug. Could you pretty please post your VDAG? Because are you running our doctor? That's the first question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the second request is Kelly, do we have a ticket for this bundle of joy?
Yeah, let me grab it.
So could you please
I'll produce the VDAG with some option or just directly?
No, just VDAG. Just pass the VDAG option to your node. Oh, Josh, you also got it.
Yay. Oh, but he hadn't finished.
That's very interesting. We're gathering data now, so.
All right, so if you are having the unknown experience, please add your VDAG to this ticket. It would be helpful if, as you are naming it, that you name it maybe Joshi or Paolo or something that we can identify you.
And if something comes to mind, for example, you use the different, well, because the default is Kelly is the validator that is proposing. If you did something different, then please also note it. If everything is the same as for everyone else, so Kelly is the validator, you tried doing a bond, but perhaps didn't happen, then it's fine. But if something diverged, please note it.
Okay. Exciting times. All right, so let me just double check. I don't think I can propose anymore, but let's check.
I got the error from the safety oracle.
The assertion error?
You're very consistent.
Yeah, you are. But that's to be expected, right? Because the work that Kent is still doing.
Ah, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Kelly, could you also post your the name of your validator, or is it here somewhere? Is it visible?
It's now I got the unknown. What kind of name are you looking for? Like the node?
The hash that I will see in the VDAG. So let me see if I can. Oh,
wait, I know how to find it.
Oh, I've got the assertion without bonding. So okay, because the assertion is happening because the safety oracle is polluted. So that's obvious. That's to be expected.
Kelly, I think you have to press more than 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes.
Thank you. It's been running for quite some time. In fact, it's been running for longer than an hour. Thank you for that catch. So let's see, Dom.
I can find you by Kelly. Awesome. That's enough for me.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right. So my node is host.
The network is host.
The network is host. So
yeah,
should we bring it down and try again, or do you want to try something different?
It happened in the most obvious, straightforward situation.
I would say this happened in a sane network.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want us to try?
I'm happy I have that data. It would be nice to see if the ignorable equivocation happens again.
Okay.
And what are the conditions for it?
All right.
Maybe
Well,
it's the reason for the unknown.
I've uploaded the VDAG into the ticket.
Thank you.
all right. So let's do this. If you're a running node, please kill it. Look at that. Our doctor said goodbye. That's very pleasant. Thank you, Tomasz. And let me kill the testnet. All right, so while we're waiting for testnet to restart, make sure that you've cleared your data directory.
Sorry, Kelly, I missed it. Can I restart?
I'm checking.
Okay.
I think no, never mind.
Okay. I'm waiting for Bootstrap to transition to produce the Genesis block and make the transition. So that's what we're watching here. All right, so Bootstrap has made the transition. You can reconnect to Bootstrap. Please make sure as you're doing that to run with RDoctor. I say for myself mostly.
Can we use the same keys?
You can use the same keys.
Kelly, you can move much faster with Alt B. Just
Alt B.
Alt B, yes.
Okay, I like new tricks. Mostly what I'd like to learn is how can I not get stylized quotation marks?
Yeah, that's tricky.
Alrighty. All right, I see Paolo, I see NetZipper, I see myself. I see Wukash, Thomas Love. There's Peter. So should we wait for one of the validators to propose, or can we go ahead and try to recreate what we did last time?
Let's try recreating.
Okay. All right, so let's wait for one of our validators to propose a block, and so we can start at block 1. There's Will. And both validators 4 and 2 just deployed. All right. So we have 2 block 1s, which is not entirely unexpected. Do you want us to wait before we try and bond again, or for that to resolve?
This should be fine.
Okay. All right. So if you show 2 block 1s and you are ready to try bonding again, here is my IP address. And I got somebody's deploy. So that's in block 6, F is in Frank A.
I'm successfully bonded. I see it on my node.
Okay. Well, moment of truth. See if you can deploy to your node and propose.
Yes, it's working.
All right.
At the same time, I also bonded, and it also works for me.
Interesting.
I'm at block 5. Can I try?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm going to try as well.
right, so I've proposed the first deploy, and then as soon as I do that, I will do the next one. All right, so the first one went to C91C. And the next one went to BCBB.
Can someone paste a link for a dupe contract or some contract that we can deploy safely?
Mm-hmm. See, where can we find? Oh, there it is. Here you go.
Thanks.
Where did it go? There it is. Wukash, did you bond?
I deployed the bonding contracts to your node.
Okay. I think I have, well,
Not sure how I could verify this without deploying and proposing.
yeah, agreed. I lost track of, because there were several people deploying at the same time. I've deployed everything, I've proposed everything I've received.
Oh, in that case, I should be bonded.
Yeah, so can you see my screen? There's 4 blocks here. I think it's in one of those 4.
Okay, I think I can see the CAF.
Okay.
How about this last one?
All right, I successfully created a net block.
Nice.
The network will blow up in like 5 minutes max.
What makes you
Because
say that?
I received the assertion error from the
Oh,
CPU.
so did Wukash. Good grief.
Yeah, I got it too.
Okay, not for nothing, guys, but it's always you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, remember that Lukash is running off dev. Maybe.
Well,
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that far off. I mean, it's what, 5
Exactly.
minutes difference?
True.
Oh, Tomislav is sending out dining utensils.
Sorry, Kelly.
I like to see knives and forks fly around.
The validators propose random contracts, right?
They do.
Okay.
And Will's sending hello world. Okay, so in this run of things, we did observe success. We did not create the unknown error when after people newly bonded validators started proposing. An observation is that there were half as many existing, there was only one existing block on the network when we started this process. would that something to consider? Does that have? Oh, I got the unknown. Crap.
I got also.
It might be
Is it
heavily
related to the
related.
assertion?
Yeah, maybe the Casper is in an insane state, and then it returns unknown because it's trying to do its best, but it fails because it's I'm getting the unknown also. That's a good clue. I like it.
Joshi, when you say hang, can you observe that your node is busy doing other things?
When it was hanging, I was still getting other stuff from the network, blocks coming in and things. And
Okay.
then it finally, that proposed returned with unknown. It had just been maybe 20, 30 seconds. I thought it was hung.
Okay, yeah, that's somebody, it was made a world of difference when my expectations were reset several weeks ago that calling propose means you have to wait for node to be ready to do that.
Yeah, and
Oh,
there is no priority in you proposing versus accepting blocks. So it's random. So if you do click send propose to your node, it will still be processing other blocks coming in from the network. That's maybe a UX feature that we might implement.
Makes sense.
Kelly, what's this block that you sent the last one correctly? Because I was waiting probably for that one to, for my bond to be.
Oh, so this is the last one I sent.
Yeah, but it seems like I never received that. What number is that? What block is that?
Oh, what block is it? That's a good question. Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that's causing the assertion problems.
Let's see, is a number handy down here? No.
I'm stuck at block 10. Here's the hash.
You're stuck. Oh, Lord, can't even figure out what block number that is.
Show blocks should give you the last one.
I show blocks.
Also, I've got two block 10s. One is.
The one is the one that I have, and the other one we don't.
Is one that you don't have.
I have block 11.
I have unknown. Unknown. I guess the other thing to observe, dev team, is when we have, towards the end of last week and even as recently as yesterday, run testnet based on dev. I don't see the assertion error show up in that scenario. So is the assertion error coming from outsiders joining?
Bonding, yeah.
Bonding, okay.
The bonding mechanism makes the safety oracle be very unhappy.
Okay.
But the last block that you had, that you should have, was the one that you proposed. The last one.
Agreed. It doesn't look like I added it, does it?
No, because it started with 1, so no, you didn't add it. So maybe
because this is the block. This is the last block I proposed, and I don't have it.
Maybe the problem is that you had 2 blocks 10, and then you try to add this one. And
No. The underlying issue is for sure the fact. Well, one of the factors is the fact that a block comes in from the network that causes the safety oracle to throw an exception. And it might be plausible that the unknown error that is being returned from the RNode propose method is returning unknown because safety oracle already threw an exception and it forced the whole system to be in a state that's essentially unknown. So this is, it convinces me that it's a valid test case to write. So I will try that.
Yeah. I do have that block though. I have it. It's block 6 for me, which is the last one I proposed is my block 6.
you also have block 6?
I have. Yep. I've got 3 of them. I've got 4. It's 5. I have 5 block 6s, which is actually, that's not unreasonable, right? We've got at least 5 people proposing. and we don't have an agreement on the state of things. Is that a correct way of thinking about it, Kent or Dom?
Can you paste the hash to see if I have the block?
Yeah. So this.
I'm curious, how did the total weight of the validator pool as we went through this bonding exercise? Because we were all just bonding for whatever amount we felt like without really talking. Is there any chance the weight changed by like orders of magnitude and that confused the safety oracle?
No, the validators have millions and millions of bond value.
Oh, the ones that were already there when we started?
Yep.
Okay. So we're drops in the ocean in that regard.
We should be, yes.
Okay, got it.
I don't have that block.
You don't have that block. I wonder if does anybody else have that block? Is it possible that I added it and didn't send it?
I don't have it also.
Let's see, how can we find that?
I have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
That one that in the chat.
All right, so I did send it. All right, so we got the assertion error again, we got the unknown, but before we got either of those things, we did have success people bonding and proposing at least once.
I never did, you know.
You never did, because you're Paolo.
Because that's my job.
That is your job. Is anything else you guys want to look at?
Yeah, one question. Could anyone that bonded, not you, Kelly, because you're a proper genuine validator, but anyone that bonded, could you run show blocks with depth, for example, 20 or 30, and see if it returns a value?
What are you looking for?
Did it return a value or did it say unknown?
Checking.
Could you paste the command?
I got it. There you go. Thank you.
I'm getting unknown.
No, no. It's dash. It's just single dash D, and then no
But
space.
it can be full name also.
Oh, it can be. Okay.
Yep. And you are able to fetch all the blocks, right?
I want to try this one because I never used it like that.
Yeah, just RNode.
Oh.
You have to, yeah.
So when I do it with the full dash depth 25, I get unknown, but when I do it with the short dash D 25, I get something that looks like my Java, a bunch of paths related to Java.
Oh.
I get with both. Yeah, just like Kelly.
Oh, no space after dash D. Okay, my bad.
Same as.
My bad.
No, I'm trying it multiple ways.
I get what Joshi says if I do minus D and nothing else.
Joshi, what you're saying is it's complaining about the argument not being passed properly.
No, that is not what I'm saying. It's doing something that it thinks I wanted that is not showing me blocks. It starts with residual arg 25 executing commands Java. Oh, okay.
And at the very end, the command it says error access argument provided and your number.
Oh, you're right. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I just replicated it. So if you're using the shorthand, you should not put a space between the shorthand and the value. Then you will get it to pass to the command.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay.
So
I'm getting.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm getting unknown on 8. On 7, I'm getting like blocks, but on 8, I'm getting unknown.
Yeah, the unknown is caused by the assertion error from the safety oracle. I'm seeing it every time I'm running show blocks with a depth of 30, I can see the stack trace on the console. It should be in the in Kibana.
Okay.
Okay, so do we need a ticket for that?
No, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. All right.
Yeah.
Good. Good news.
Oh, by the way, I have two blocks then too.
Wait, say that again?
I have 2 blocks then.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. To answer your previous question, Kelly, the idea is that every validator is independent and they are not aware of other validators that are proposing at the same time. So that's the idea of having a distributed system, that no one has to know everything to be able to do their job. And this results in multiple blocks at the same level, for example, 10. So yes, this is normal. No, the situation with the assertion is not normal.
Okay. Alrighty. Is there anything else you guys want to look at or try?
Should we spin one more time?
You try it again?
Should we have another run from the start?
Yeah, we have time for. Would that be helpful, Dom?
More data.
More data. Okay, let's try it again. So please kill your node. Please clear your data directory. Let me bounce testnet here.
Maybe we can reproduce the ignorable equivocation this time.
Oh. All right, so let us wait for Bootstrap to come back up. So you've killed your node, you're clearing out, and now you are waiting. All right, Bootstrap is up. The Genesis block is available. Bootstrap has transitioned to Casper. You can connect. Please don't forget to run with RDoctor. All right, I very much don't want to jinx anything, but I do want to call out that what we've observed today is that all of us have gone through, this will be the second restart, and so far everyone has experienced a quick and timely instantiation of Casper.
One difference is that we're not keeping the nodes running. So
Oh, we're
there
not
is no
keeping testnet running. Yeah, that's a good observation.
we're not keeping the pre-populated Cademia tables.
Yep, that makes sense. So no joy. Don't anyone experience joy in that.
It's German humor. It's no laughing matter.
All right, if you would like to try bonding, here's my IP address. Let's clear that up.
Do we need to wait for some blocks or just go?
I think if you have the Genesis block, we can go ahead because we're all in the same, we all
Cool.
started at the same time. So I just saw deploy, I will propose.
Oh, I made a propose. Sorry.
You can't do that, you're not bonded.
Oh, I'm proposing on your node.
Oh, I see. I see, you've now taken over. Love the security of this system team.
I think it's fun. Just like it's like roulette. You throw the ball out there and propose blocks on random validators.
It's as secure as you allow it to be.
That's my second propose.
All right, so that worked for NetZipper. Who else is bonded and proposing? Paolo.
I know you're all waiting for me.
Okay. You're always the litmus test.
Just send out a block.
Peter, what
Okay, I
happened?
succeed.
I'm not sure. Let me get back to you.
Okay.
I'm testing propose.
Okay.
Whoa, worked.
Nice. I just got unknown. Who had the assertion error?
I did.
Who?
I just saw it in the logs.
Oh, you just saw it. Yeah, here it is.
Can I, as a bonded validator, add an empty block? Why, Kelly, when you try to propose a block and you have no deploys, you have a message that there is no new deploys?
I mean, as I understand it, it's the node saying, you asked me to propose, but there's nothing there for me to propose.
Yeah, but if I just type RNode propose without anything deployed previously, it just creates a new block.
What?
Yeah, I deployed my dupe contract, then I did a propose, it creates a block, then I did a propose again, and it created block again.
Hmm.
Oh, you mean you didn't deploy for
He
the
didn't.
second?
Yes. Yes.
He didn't deploy a second time. NetZipper, would you help us by creating a ticket, please?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, so anything we should observe that differently about the timing of the experience of the assertion error or the context in which it's happened?
Seems like it's, well, the question is, maybe it's contract related.
Okay.
I think I have, sorry, I think I have enough to recreate it in the unit test, because
Okay.
I now think I know what's happening and why the unknown error. If I do replicate it, then the justifications in the safety oracle are the reason. And we can be, well, we need to make it airtight so it doesn't throw unknown exceptions, but maybe we need a state for Casper that it's no longer safe to do stuff with it because it's broken. It's kind of not fun because it shouldn't happen, but if it happens, then unknown is unhelpful.
Okay. All right. Do you need anything else from our testers before we end?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you for your assistance. Very much appreciated.
Thank you very much, everyone. So we're going to wrap here. Nutzipper, thank you for creating that ticket. I would appreciate it. And thanks everyone for your participation today. We will try this again next week. Thanks for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Ellie. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.